Hi, this is Architect Mai. In today's lesson, we are going to learn everything you need to know about 3D text in Blender. So let's start by deleting this cube. This is an overview of everything you need to know about 3D text in Blender. In the object mode, you add text by pressing Shift A and choose the object type. So let's delete this cube by pressing X, then delete. Press Shift A on our keyboard, then select the object type, which is our text. So let me try to rotate it around so that it is visible. It's more visible. Yeah. The text appears with the default word text, which you can change by pressing Tab key on your keyboard. So if I press Tab key, I can delete it by pressing the backspace. Like any other text, we can scale it or rotate it by pressing S to scale and R to rotate. So if I press R, we can rotate the text, and if I press S, we can scale the text just like any other objects. With the text selected, we have a new text icon under the properties panel, which is a picture of letter A, this one. And it's where we are going to find all the settings we need to know about the text. All the options are found here. So let's hit backspace on our button and we write the text we want to use. In this case, maybe let me write success. Hit the Tab key. At the top, we can give the text object a name. Here where you see text, we can give it a name, but let's leave it as it is. We can also set the resolution for the text, but we are going to leave it at 12. Just showing you how you can make changes in regards to your text. When first object is checked, the text will not be filled while you are in the editing mode. This is what I mean. If I click on this first editing, so the text will appear like that. So let's turn it on. Then we have what we call the fill mode. The fill mode is used when you want the front or the back or the font to be filled, but you can as well leave it to the default settings of both. There are other options. There is none when you don't want the fill. There is back, there is front, and there is both. So we are leaving it at both. Then as we go to geometry, let's click on this and the drop down menu under geometry. Offset moves the curves in relation to its normals. This. Then we have what we call the extrude. It creates the depth of the text to make it three-dimensional. So if I try to increase the depth, I guess you can see that it changes to make it more to make it a 3D text or more dimension. You can increase it as you want depending on what you want. So I guess you can see that it has changed. It's a 3D text. Let's switch back to the object mode by selecting the text. So let me reduce the extrusion. Then we have what we call the bevel. Bevel here. Now bevel is great in that you can give the text a nice little bevel along the edges by increasing its depth and resolution. So let's try to increase the depth. I guess you can see how the bevel works. If I try to increase the resolution, that's how it looks like. Then we can as well increase the resolution, but in that case let's leave it at 4. Then let's go to the font. This is, remember, this is a video showing you everything you need to know about text or when creating text in Blender. Then when we go to font, let me try to scroll a bit. We have 4 types of fonts under Blender. That is, we have regular, bold, italic, and bold italic. So these are, but we shall spend most of our time, or let's put more emphasis on fonts and regular. And to load more fonts, click on the folder icon. This is what I'm talking about. If I click on this folder icon, guess you can see. So it brings a number of fonts where you can choose the font you want to use. Yeah, so this is where the fonts are stored. If you happen not to see the fonts, then you go to local disk C, this one, click on it, then click on Windows, click on Open Font, then look for a folder with fonts and click on it. So let's look for a font folder. Here, then you open, so they will show up. So I'm closing this to go to the next tutorial. Then when we go to transform, let's click on the drop down menu. Under this, you can adjust the font size from here. Guess you can see some adjustments being made. Then we have what we call the shear. Here, shear is when you try to bend the text a bit, or what we call slanting the text. A positive shear will slant it to the right, and a negative shear will slant it to the left. So let's see what I'm trying to mean. Guess you can see. So it's just text bending a bit, or what we call slanting. And then let's finalize by text on curve. Select the text, press Shift A. This is the text. So if I press Shift A, then go to curve, then choose Bezier. So we are going to see more of this in the next video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, comment and like, follow for more videos.